one of the parking lot lamps. So you get to see part of my ugly face this morning. Uh, 32 degrees Fahrenheit here in the parking lot this morning. Oh. And the spin cycle has begun. I was reading an article where it was being read by like a 50s ad man or something. I'm like, of course Millie has been dropped from the series, but she will be back in a limited way. Her future is big and bright for the tiny part she'll play. I don't know. It's kind of weird how now they've waited till after the fact to come crawling out of everywhere and comment on what's going on with the Millie Gibson thing. And I was halfway tempted to do a whole, live stream. I may yet do it because I have the article saved on my, web browser, and I'm like, they're kidding, right? They're trying to make this sound positive. I'm not kidding. It's like, of course we didn't fire her. Of course she hasn't been dropped. Yeah. She'll be there. She just will be kind of off in the background somewhere. Well, she'll be showing up on occasion. So I'm loving how, they didn't announce anything about Verada Sethu, which I thought was weird to begin with, because normally if somebody's going to pop up on that set that, especially is going to be playing what appears to be a major role, the BBC would have had it out in the news the day before. That way they can control the spin on that media. And they didn't. There was nothing. And I'm like, that's odd. That's something that don't happen. And now here's the Radio Times going, of course, everything's fine. Sure, we're in a sub and we're up to our ankles in water. Nothing to worry about. My gosh, sometimes the media reminds me of that, the big scene in, hang on, it's going to hit me in a minute, Eric the Viking, where Hy Brasil is sinking. Of course we're not sinking. Hy Brasil is not sinking. We do seem to be sinking very fast, sir, even though we're not sinking. Okay. But, no, I'm not saying the show's in danger or anything like that. No, I'm just saying it's kind of odd. I hope Genghis Khan just realized they just parked in a spot that's not a parking spot. And because they've repainted it, he's going to get tagged. What a dumbass. Well, it's like, dude, move the car. You know what it's like having to chisel one of them damn things off your window? No. Ugh. All right. But I just found it weird that, they're trying to put all this spin and all this happy-go-lucky stuff on the fact that I don't know if she was actually fired or dropped or whatever or anything. All I know is they're acting really, really strangely. It could be she was just supposed to do one series and then her character fades off into the background for a bit to do other things. But it just amazed the living hell out of me that they're talking about it after, Verada See-Through appears. That now they're going to discuss it, and I'm like, normally they'd be way out ahead of this. And also, it's not even the BBC; it's the Radio Times, doing the article, and I'm like, what? Yeah, someone made a K9 joke, which I'm trying to get on Twitter. I'm like, is this supposed to be, was it supposed to be funny? I don't know. But okay. But still, that's all series 2. That's a ways off yet. I know there, of course, the fact that they're gonna have a new companion is the death toll for the show and blah blah blah, and Millie quit because she was tired of the woke outrage nonsense, blah blah blah. Like I said, they've gotten to be so old, they're so predictable now, those channels. It's just, or the other one, apparently the show was not diverse enough, so they fired Millie, blah blah blah. Yeah, like I said, it's series 15 they're filming right now, so it's nothing for us to even concern ourselves over, because we're still waiting for series 14. But I know that they're probably sitting there kind of befuddled in the press department, because they've never done this with Doctor Who before, where they filmed series back to back, at least and at least not since the Stone Age, but. So they're trying to figure out, do we mention this? Do we not mention this? Because if we draw attention to it, then we might be spoiling something later down the line, or... Oh, yeah, you got it right, Mark. Exactly. Millie left the woke sinking ship that's been dead since 2017. Yep. That's the other one. I'm like... Or I love it when the numbers have dropped radically. I'm like, they lost 100,000 viewers or something like that, which is not even a drop in the bucket. Or here's my other favorite one, the dumbass who's trying to say the BBC delayed putting out the numbers on the Christmas special, or what it was. I think it was because of they were trying to find a way to fudge the numbers, and I'm like, the BARB puts out the ratings numbers, which is nothing to do with the BBC. And of course they're going to add in all these numbers and both. It's like, dude, the consolidated rating for a show is based off the +7 figure. You just want to reach in there and telekinetically head slap them for being so dumb, because they're sitting there trying to be experts on this, and it's like it's obvious they've done no research on it. It's like I said, you got the rotten canal, you got the hollow flush, you've got all these guys now who've decided now that they're gonna, report on this. And I remember one of the channels, I can't remember which one. I'm gonna have to go back and find it again. I haven't really watched the new series since Eccleston, but blah blah blah. I'm like, Eccleston was back in 2005. Yet you're going to comment on how the show's doing now. Almost 20 years later. Oh. And of course the numbers are dropping radically, blah 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 blah. Let's just completely not mention the fact that Doctor Who was the second most watched program on the for the market for Christmas and all that, and it missed out by less than 200,000 viewers. But we won't mention any of that. No. It was all rigged numbers. It's all fake news. Ugh. Oh, man. Ohio. Someone goes, where were you originally from? I was like, I was born here in Ohio. Well, I was born in Lorraine. But exactly, it is. It's the show was never dead or dying. And it's funny how a lot of this started with, Whitaker, Chibnall, and they're just and then Whitaker and Chibnall leave. Matter of fact, if I remember correctly, it was like their last day was like October 13th, 2021, and they were gone. There's and yet they're still, zombieing on about that. And now they've tried to invent new shit, to throw a fit over. Oh man, it just amazes the shit out of me. But what can you do? This is how these guys make money. They make money off creating misery. False misery, false news, and false bull. Sure, they put out more bullshit than the Waycott, my local recycling plant over here. But they make, they actually have animals that actually, make manure. And I think they're like not even close to producing how much bullshit these guys put out. Oh, well. I just looked at the time. I have got to start running inside. So please, take care of yourselves. Be kind, be calm, be safe. We'll see y'all hopefully tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. I know it's Monday, but we'll survive it somehow. Good morning, everybody.